All right, welcome everybody. So in today's video, we are going to make this awesome flyer. Okay, I made this in Photoshop some time ago, and you can see it on my Pinterest account here. Where is it? Okay, we have it here. So in case you're not following me on Pinterest, you can go to Mr. Gravy. Just go up. Mr. Gravy. Just search for me. Any of this one, Instagram, Pinterest, you can get me there. So we have this design that we want to make in Canva. So one of the hardest part here is this glass morphism here. So we are going to make that. I've already done this. Okay, this is the original. Okay, this is the one I imported. This one I made with Photoshop that I imported into Canva, and this is the one I made. Okay, you can tell that there is no difference. Okay, you can tell. Okay, this is another one. We're going to come to the part, okay, why I just made this other part just as a reference. Okay, we'll create a new page with this background. Okay, this background is really plainly pure purple, but we're going to bring in this shape here. Okay, remember I'll be using this all in our design. So we're going to come here and just click on this, and I'm going to take out the blur. I'm going to take down the opacity so that we have it kind of giving this blur from the middle. Okay, so now that we have this, we're just going to be going back and forth with our design. Everything you'll be needing are provided in the description, so you can go download it. So I'm just going to go to my download. I already have all these icons, we have all these parts, so we're going to bring in the image first. Okay, and let's just position it by the side here. Let's bring in this. I've also shortened this. Remember, when I'm bringing stuff, I'll always make sure that it's a little bit above that line. So let's bring in this one, and let's place it behind the lady, something like this. Let's go to position and let's drag it behind her. Okay, so we have that. Now we have this Bitcoin icon. I'm gonna position this here, and we have this one. I'm gonna position it here. Okay, now let's get into the design proper. Okay, now there are things that the way I normally work is when a client sent me the brief or the content that I need to put on design, I always use my text tool to just put the text in the way that I want them to appear. So I've already written down the text. Okay, you may probably be working this way whenever they send you something to design. Okay, you need to break it down into actionable, readable format. Okay, so we have this now. We're going to bring in this text. Okay, we'll bring Ctrl C. I'm going to press Ctrl C, then come to our design. I'm going to bring in the text and bring in the text tool, and just press Ctrl V. Okay, now we have our text. Okay, now one problem you quickly notice here is that this font is different from the fonts that I use here. This font here is called Space Grotesque. Okay, but unfortunately we don't have Space Grotesque on our machine. I mean, on Canva. Okay, we can't use it because Canva don't have Space Grotesque. If I should come here now and search for Space Grotesque, you're not going to find it. There is a way you can actually import fonts into Canva, but unfortunately we are using the free version, so we can't actually import fonts. But if you're using the pro version, let me just show you. So I'm going to switch to my pro version account now. Okay, let's say this is a new deck. This is my pro version account. Okay, so we're going to come to brand kit. Okay, brand kit is where you do all of the stuff. This is my brand kit, Gravity Design. So you click on see all, then we have all this. We can actually click on edit. Then on edit, you're going to see this one, manage uploaded font. Okay, you can click on it. I've already imported Space Grotesque, but the way you can import is to click on this add new, and it's going to tell you to look for the font. Okay, I have mine on my download folder, and I have Space Grotesque, so I double click on it. This is the folder, so I can select all of them and it's going to be imported. Let me just select all. I don't know if it's going to import twice, but let's just click on it. Let's open. Okay, please confirm the following. By uploading my custom folder, I acknowledge that I'm the owner or have the rights to use it. So any font you are importing into your pro Canva brand kit, make sure that it's yours or you have the rights to use it. Space Grotesque is the free font. Okay, it's a Google free font, so you can upload it and use it. I'm just wondering why Canva does not have it. So it's going to take a while and it's going to import. Okay, and they are telling you, okay, I already have this imported. They're telling us that these fonts might be the same. Select the fonts you want to upload. Okay, I just say skip conflict. Okay, I'm just going to skip conflict, and it's not going to replace what we already have there. So these are the fonts. Let me close this window. Fortunately, we are using the free version of Canva, so we can't actually use that font. We can't import because everything here you are seeing on the brand kit. Let me go back. Okay, this is the brand kit. You're just going to say that you should upgrade. So that's always going to be the prompt. So, but the good part is that Canva sounds almost looks like space grotesque. You may not be able to tell the difference. Okay, like if you look at this original here, is this the original design? Okay, I don't even know. Okay, this is the original. Yes, if you look at this font here, let me bring this one up. So if you look at this two fonts here, you can't even tell the difference. They're almost alike. Okay, so that's the lock that we have on this one. So we're just going to go with Canva sounds. Okay, so that's just by the way. So let's align this to the left and let's make it big. Okay, and we're gonna make it bold, and I think it's not bold enough in my eyes. Let me close this. I just search for Canva sounds. Oh, we're supposed to be there. Canva sounds. Okay, so we have this. Let's just select this. Okay, it's already bold. Okay, it's not bold enough for me. So let's make the line spacing to be something like this, and let's drag the text spacing. Let's make it close, and let's close this up, and just scale this one big. Okay. And for our color, we're going to choose purple. Okay, we're going to take purple. Let's take this purple. But what we are going to do is to come back to the color here. Where we have the color, come here and just drag it down this way because we want it to have a little tint of purple. Okay, we don't want it to be really white. Okay, so now that we're done like this, we're just going to push it to the top in a way like this. Okay, so let's go back and look at our design. I think we're having it almost the same. So let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so we have the second one here. So we're going to duplicate this text V, drag it down, and just make it smaller. Remember, our texts have been prepared, so we're just going to come here and copy, Ctrl C, minimize, and select our text, Ctrl A and Ctrl V. Okay, and let's just scale this one a little bit down a little bit, and we can leave it that way. So let's make a copy again. Maybe this is where I have to do that trick. Okay, this is where I have to do that trick. Now if you notice that in our design here, you notice this glassmorphism. Okay, you can see this part here. You can see that it's kind of having this glass effect. Okay, how did I achieve this? Okay, this is the main part of this design, so just pay more little attention here. So what we can do here is very simple. We're going to download our design like this. Okay, but make sure that before you download, everything is in the proper position. Okay, everything is in proper position. Okay, I think we are okay like this. We're okay, so we're going to download this design now. I think this is page 3, so click on hit download and page 3. Okay, we only downloaded page 3 because that's what we want to use. So we're going to download, hit download, and let's just give it some time, and we're going to import it back into Canva. Okay, for this trick to work. Okay, as it's downloading, let's bring in frame. Okay, frame. Okay, let's click on frame here. Then we have this frame. So this is what we're going to use. We're going to bring it here, just position it in a way, let it cut across the lady's hand. Okay, now we're going to go to our download and bring in this design. Okay, this one we're going to drag it back into Canva. Remember, I've taught you how to import, hold, and just minimize and drag it into Canva. Okay, so we're going to have it uploaded. Okay, it's uploading. While it's uploading, you can actually just drag though. Just drag it into Canva. It's going to replace it because it's a frame. Let me do that again. Ctrl Z, hold, drag, and put it inside this frame. It's going to replace the image because it's a frame. So right here, we're going to go to edit, and now we're going to go to crop. And on crop, we're just going to adjust. Make sure that it aligns with this, with the image, the original image, and just make sure you position it. Be careful here because this is where the whole trick lies. Okay, can zoom in, and make sure it aligns. Okay, Now we're having it aligned with the text. Okay, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but the idea here is to make sure that it's aligning with the boss. So you can now click done. So what we can do now, right on this image, we're going to come here and we're going to go to blur. Okay, so we're going to increase it, make sure that it's on whole image. Just increase the blur a little bit. Okay, just a little bit, not that much. Okay, make it around 20, 27, and just go back. Okay, go back. Okay, now if you come here, let's zoom in. You can see that we're already introducing some blur to our image. I think we should increase the blur a little bit. So come here, go to edit and go to blur. Okay, and just increase it third. Okay, third. Okay, so we have it as 35. Okay, now you can see that we are having a problem, this cut here. Okay, what we can do is to edit the image, edit, go to crop again, and just move it down a bit. Okay, let it align. Okay, let it align with your hand. Make sure you're checking everything. Okay, so now you can come back and just maybe you can take it down or increase it. Okay, just make sure it's giving this vibe of blur and continuity. Okay, so you cannot click OK. So now if you come here, you just see that it is working well. So let's say you want to move this blur now to this part. So you can see that it's not actually there because we are just trying to align it with what we already have on the screen. Okay, but if you want to move this blur now to another part, let's say you want to change the position of this box, what you can do is very simple. Okay, go to the image and just before then just move it somewhere else, then come to the image where we have it, then come to crop, and now we're going to change the position of this image. Make sure that it aligns with the image behind it. Okay, and once you're done, just click OK, and you can see that our blur is going to update here. Okay, it's going to update. You can always increase the blur, depends on how much of it that you want. So you can increase it, have it. Okay, so you can see that we're having this blur right here. Okay, so you can do this on any image. So let's just click on back, undo. So we have this right here. Okay, now it's appearing on our image. Let me just increase this one a third so that it aligns with this one. Okay, all right. Okay, and if you notice, it's not as this one is kind of darker. So what we can do again is to click on it, go to image edit, then come to adjust, and we're just going to take down the brightness. Okay, we'll take down the brightness so that it can give us contrast in the design. So now we can add every other thing. I think we are done with the design because this is the hardest part. Okay, you can click off now. Okay, so we're just going to come here. We have this Bitcoin icon that I use for bullet point. Okay, remember, anytime you are dragging something, it can drag and replace a frame. Okay, now that I'm dragging this icon, it can just replace it. If I let go now, it has replaced the image inside, but that's not what I want. So let's just click Ctrl Z. So whenever you're moving object, make sure that you're using a handle, or just be careful. Okay, I can't see the handle for moving things. Okay, maybe if I make it so small, I see the handle. Okay, now we have it. Okay, now we can position this here, but before then, let's bring in that rectangle, the rounded rectangle. Let's close this. Let's bring it this. Okay, so we can make this to be here. We can change the roundness to be something like this and just position it. Okay, let's make a duplicate and let's position this one here, and I just drag it, make sure it's big. Okay, we can make a duplicate, align it, and just take this one down here, change this one's color to black. Okay, I think we are almost done with the design. So all we need now is to paste the text. So let's make a copy of this and place it somewhere here, and let's go back to our text, and we can copy everything here. Ctrl C, and let's cancel, mistakenly click on that and just paste in. Okay, and let's make select all. Let's make the line spacing to be a little bit more. Okay, So now we're going to duplicate this one so that it aligns with the text that we have here. But I feel like this thing, the spacing here is not enough. Let's increase it so that it can be readable. Okay, so we have this. Oh, Ctrl Z, I mistakenly drag that. Ctrl Z, click on it. Now we're going to make a copy and just put it somewhere here. Make sure it aligns. Okay, and now we can click on copy again, and it's just going to help us make it align, but it's not aligning. So let's, okay, maybe let's just continue. These things can be difficult sometimes to move. Always use the handle so that it can be easier. Okay, and let's make a copy. Okay, now you can see that our text, everything here is not aligning more. So what we can do is to select all these, okay, and scale them down all at once. Since we have equal spacing for all of them now, so it's easy to work with. Okay, you can just scale it down and make sure that they're aligning with what you have on the screen. So this one now we can move it up a tad. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay, right here too, we're just going to duplicate this text, bring it here, and was our text that was there. We're gonna come here, Ctrl C. I think I'm done. You can click off now. We're done with the design. We just add in all these things. So we're gonna make a copy, and right here, I think what I have here is buy now, something like that. Is it buy now? Let me check. Oh, trade now. Ctrl C, minimize back, and Ctrl V. Okay, let's reduce the size of this. Let's remove that spacing. Okay, we can also make a copy here now. Copy, and let's copy our text. Now you can see how smooth you are working because you are not typing. You're just copying and pasting. Okay, and most time this is where most mistakes come from, because since you're always copying and pasting, most times you may make mistake. You might just, maybe the client or whosoever you're working for sent in the maybe typo error. You may just end up just making the same typo error. Okay, so most times it's good you go through your text so that you don't make the same mistake. So go through them first. So we have this now. So we're going to bring in the arrow. We have arrow here on our shape. Remember, we're on that shape. So we're just going to drag it here and change the color here to black. To white. And let's increase the weight so that it can be visible. And now we can drag this. Remember, when you are dragging, it's always snapping. So hold down your control key so that it doesn't snap. And just align it. Okay, so let's duplicate this one again. Duplicate, and we're going to add the number. Okay, the phone number. And let's Ctrl C, double click, Ctrl V. Okay, one last thing. Okay, one last important thing. Okay, I think our arrow here is bent. Let's adjust this. Okay, now I want to add a WhatsApp icon to this. If you should come here and search for WhatsApp, okay, WhatsApp icon, you will be disappointed that you won't see a good WhatsApp icon. Okay, you won't. It's just terrible. Okay, that you won't. Okay, but you can actually get a better WhatsApp icon from the apps that we have on Canva. So you can come here. We have the icon scout. In case you don't see it, you can actually search for it. Okay, you're going to click on it, and you're going to have a lot of icon. Okay, on the first time of you opening this, you're going to ask you to create an account. So create an account, then now you can come here and search whatever icon that you have, and it's just going to give you those icons. So I'm just going to use this one. The first time when you import it, it's going to have a background, but give it some time. The background is going to go away. Okay, we are done now, and we can scale it down, just move it somewhere here, and we can change the color to white. Okay, and let's increase this and just position it by the side here. Okay, and this one we can also increase it because the phone number is an important element. That's where you want them to reach out to you. Okay, so we are done with the design. Let's bring this a little bit down, and I think we're done. All right, one last thing. Okay, our design will always be incomplete if we don't do this. Okay, so we're going to go to edit, okay, on our image, select the model here and go to adjust, and we're just going to turn up the vibrance. Okay, this is what just make the model stands out. Okay, let's not make the mistake of forgetting. So, and let's just increase. You can see that she's just becoming sharp and sharp. Okay, now you see it. Okay, mix the image, even this one in the background. Of course, we'll do some image editing, increase the vibrance, and just increase the sharpness. Okay, and it's just going to make your design look amazing. Okay, so that brings us to the end. I hope you find something useful in this process. Okay, I know it was a really long one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.